Alright, today's a completely different video. You guys know I love speaking about football and I'm a huge United supporter, obviously. Besides the whole Mason Greenwood thing, we are not going to discuss anything about that. I don't care that at the moment. Today we're going to be discussing the transfer market. Very surprising transfer window update on here. Some players that I wasn't sure were going to actually leave the club to another club. Some really good signings and some signings that were a massive flop a couple of years ago. So enjoy this video. Let's talk about United first. Now, you know the whole Greenwood situation, blah, blah, blah. To be fair, I can't really be asked about that. You know, we'll make an update video on if there's any form of new update. He's getting held in custody by Manchester Police. But we've got some great news. Lingard, unfortunately, well, that's not very great news. Lingard was linked to West Ham and Newcastle for a $9 million loan. Yeah, they're not letting him go because of the whole, well, we're suspecting because of the whole Greenwood situation that he's not getting loaned out to Newcastle. It's a shame because I would really love to see Lingard play till the end of the season to a club. But we have some other good news. Donny van de Beek is loaned out to Everton till the end of the season. It's got its ups and downs because that does mean we have to sit with these two fucking imbeciles of a Fred and McTominay and Matic, which isn't very good for United, but I'm very glad for my Dutch friend Donny van de Beek to be able to play under the new manager Frank Lampard. I think that will personally be very good. Now, he had a choice and option of either Everton or Crystal Palace. I would have probably preferred him with Patrick Vieira, not just kind of like his play style, but just looking at statistics and play opportunity. He's got a very bigger chance to play for Crystal Palace, but he chose for Everton, which isn't a bad signing if I may say so. And not just only that, we've got Dele Alli, who really is one of the most disappointing players probably of all time, including three other players we will be discussing about just now. Dele Alli had one of the best seasons in the Premier League ever, I think, in 2015-2016. He was a one-season wonder, but unfortunately couldn't do the season after because of lack of discipline, respect, work rates really low, and he's more famous and known for his TikToks now than actually scoring goals. And he, believe it or not, he wasn't really loved under Mourinho at all. Now, Kylian Mbappe is still highly likely getting linked. Now, he's going to be a free agent in the summer this year, and he's getting linked to Real Madrid. I'm going to be very honest, I think he's going to go to Real Madrid. It's something he's been trying to get for quite a while. He's, I'm assuming, happy at PSG, but he wants something new in his career, and I highly likely agree with him. Very good, I think. And yes, I think he will go to Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane, French, and Pogba highly likely might go to France or Spain, Real Madrid or PSG, because Pogba's contract also is done in this summer. And, well, we United fans don't really want him. See, the issue is with Pogba is he's fucking lazy. He has no form of discipline. He really lacks a lot of discipline. Whenever he plays for France, he's phenomenal. He plays fantastic. He plays with his passion. But for us, it feels like he's just there for the money. He's getting 400,000 a week, and he still, well, when he plays, it's 50-50. You know what I mean? It just ain't working for us. He was his best at Juventus before we bought him in 2015. He's been at the club for 7 years. But yeah, he's so far been quite a disappointment. He's helped us, but also sort of put us in the mud sometimes. But yeah, I hope we can get rid of him. I don't want him to go as a free agent because he cost us 80 million at the time. And that's an 80 million loss if we do sell him for free. Interesting news, we're going from the old lady, we're going from Juventus, who have sold Kulusevski to Tottenham, and also Bentancur, the midfielder, to Tottenham. Two very surprising things. I wasn't expecting Tottenham to sign any former transfers. I think they wanted to sign somebody else, but they weren't able. They've been linked to so many fucking players. It's insane. Arsenal and Tottenham. We're going to go to Arsenal just now. But they've been completely sold, and Vlahovic from Fiorentina has been sold to Juventus for 75 million. I think he will be a deadly duo with Dybala and Morata, no joke. Speaking about Dybala, he was also linked as a potential rumour of getting loaned out to Barcelona. Juventus said no, they don't intend of selling him or loaning him out at all. And the same thing goes for Donny van de Beek, no buy option. Dimad Dalo to Rangers in Scotland, no buy option, just loaned to the end of the season. And Aaron Ramsey has also been, well, yeah, no, he's been sold, not loaned. He's been sold by Juventus for 10 million or something to Scotland Rangers. Career gone, basically. I'm very sorry, no disrespect, but who the fuck watches Scottish football, respectfully? You guys do play dirty though, like you guys are physique crazy. Just, it reminds me a lot of the old Rooney, man, like always going in heavy. Now the thing is, right, Aubameyang has been struggling with lack of discipline for quite a while. I don't even think a couple of months. I think for a year and a half with, I think it's Arteta or someone else. They come and they go a lot of fucking Arsenal. You know, he's getting loaned out to Barcelona. There is a buy option of 30 million. I think what I find so bizarre and so weird about Barcelona is they are deeply struggling with good world-class defenders, but they keep buying these fucking strikers, you know. A couple of months ago, they bought Aguero from City. He had to retire due to a heart thing. And now they got Aubameyang. I'm like, huh. I mean, I think it's great for Aubameyang, but he hasn't really been good in like 2 or 3 years, man. He was in his prime at Dortmund, you know, but he was really the opposition from like Lewandowski. When Lewandowski went from Dortmund to Bayern, you know, they bought Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He's a Gabonian, by the way. He's in Africa. Unfortunately, he has sort of not really been good for quite a while, which is a shame because he's got pace, but yeah, he just hasn't been played in months because of stuff happening behind the scenes that the manager is apparently not very happy with. I feel like what is so crazy about these players, they lack so much fucking discipline. They get all this money a month and they just think, ugh, you know, fuck it, I ain't going to training. And that's the same thing with Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele was potentially linked to United. United had no form of interest. Thank fuck for that, because why would you buy an injury player that gets injured for literally anything? He has Weetabix legs. No offense, but the guy injures from everything, anytime. Was very good at Dortmund. I think Dortmund got a really good steal, fucking 120 million for him. My man has never played a good game for Barcelona because he's been injured. And it's very great to see that Coutinho is on, I think, a loan or bought by Aston Villa. No, he's on loan, but I think and I feel and hope CVG does buy him at the end of this season. Now, Luis Suarez's contract extends is done. He's a free agent in summer. The 36-year-old wants to also make a move, highly likely to Prem, and I think Aston Villa would fucking suit him with Stevie G and Coutinho because they're former teammates. They actually all three of them played together when they were all footballers, you know, when Steven Gerrard was a footballer. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I have huge respect for Stevie G. This is coming from the rival of Liverpool. Regardless of what you think, you know, he is really a legend. Not in United or Manchester, but in Liverpool. But I have to show my respects. The guy was a world class, really was. He made mistakes, but we all do make mistakes, right? So Giovanni Lo Celso has also been sold to Villarreal. So, you know, really good. Spurs are doing very good business. Adama Traore has been loaned out till the end of the season to Barcelona. Fucking ridiculous. He's got to be, unfortunately, one of the most overrated Prem players over quite a long time. His stats are bad. Has hardly any goals, has had hardly any fucking assists. I think he's got like 6 goals in like almost 200 games, which isn't fantastic. I think Barcelona are doing really wrong things. You know, they signed Ferran Torres. Everyone in the club has to take like a cut of their wages, which isn't fantastic. But I really hope that some players play good. Bryan Gil has been bought by Valencia, so it's fucking insane, man. Tottenham are doing some really good business lately. Christian Eriksen to Brentford. I would have preferred him at Ajax, but yeah, I'm very glad to see him back in the Premier League. He was fucking phenomenal with Dele Alli that season. You know, he did one with Serie A and Lukaku. Yeah, very good player, Christian Eriksen. It's unfortunate that he isn't allowed to play in Italy because of his heart. I'm not sure for how long he'll be able to play or even will get to play. To be fair, I think the most disappointing transfers of all time have got to be Gareth Bale. He hardly got fucking used by Real Madrid. He got very disrespected by the fans, and I don't know why. It was phenomenal. I think a lot of people forgot the goal that he made in the final against Liverpool. What a fucking bicycle kick. Nobody ever speaks about Bale. I think he's at Tottenham. I'm not very sure. It's fucking hardly been used, but Coutinho was a very big flop at Barcelona, unfortunately. You know, injuries hardly got used. Barcelona also ruins a lot of careers, I've noticed. And what else? Nothing for Bayern, because Bayern got these fucking phenomenal players. Who else? Yeah, Hazard was fantastic in 2014-16. Fuck, what a player that guy was. Oh, I loved. The main reason why I loved and only was watching Chelsea is because of that guy. Oh, what a player that was. Yeah, flop at Real Madrid, unfortunately. Also injured, but loves to eat, apparently. Fucking fat ass little German French fry. Who else, though? I've just got to think. Give me 1 sec. No, I don't think I can think of anybody else. Yeah, there's not much more transfer. There's been so many people loaned out, sold, bought by clubs. You know, I would really love to see Lingard go for his sake. But I've got this feeling that Mason Greenwood is really fucked, respectfully said. So I think we're going to have to use and have no chance but get to use Lingard. We have to for the left side. You know, Greenwood is left and right, but he plays on right. But yeah, we haven't signed any new player, which isn't really fantastic. So we have a little bit of an issue on the left side, man. We don't have a winger. We don't, unfortunately. You know, we have Rashford and Lingard, and that's about it. We don't have anything else, and Elanga. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this is basically the transfer deadline. I love it, it's amazing. City, surprisingly, have only made one signing, and a very important signing, because they've been struggling for quite a while to get an official striker. And they got this Alvarez from River Plate, Argentinian club, which is, I hope it's a good signing. Basically, Aguero 2.0. They fucking love the Argentinian strikers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, man. Peace out.